Hi, and welcome back to the studio. Today we are working into the heart space 360 degrees. It is a Vinyasa flow class, so we'll be getting a little bit warmed up and then cooling it down with some longer stretches at the end and a nice Shavasana. If you are a member, then you can follow this video up with a yin class that will be posted shortly after, as well as a meditation on the same topic. Some of the things that we'll be tying in, philosophically speaking, are self-compassion and how that can affect the world around us. So I am very excited to have you here, and I'll see you on your mat. Okay, friends, let's please begin in a supported fish pose. So we have a few options here. You can take 2 blocks, put them into a 3D capital T shape, or you can also use a long bolster pillow or just lay on your back if you don't have any props. I'm just gonna use this as our beginning breath work and meditation. So line up this bottom block with around your bra strap, lay all the way back, and then lay the head onto that top block. Arms can come by the sides, legs can extend forward. Or you can bend in the knees. Knees can knock together or stay open. I just want you to start with some deep breaths. So let's take this time to start cultivating some self-compassion. Maybe you think of a time when recently you've been really hard on yourself, or something that you're not fully excited or pumped about in regards to something that you did or something that you're thinking about. So just bring awareness to that at first. And start to breathe. And let yourself know that it's okay. We're going to stay here just a few more moments. I'll be quiet in order to allow you to reflect and drop into the body in breath. Let's take 3 more breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out. And if you didn't have your knees bent already, let's bend them in. And just really easy rock over. Maybe reach behind you. Let's place those blocks towards the front of your mat for later. And a couple more shapes here on the floor. I want you to open your arms. I have a wall here that's blocking me, but we're going to open into a T shape, but the arms will go slightly up, like towards the corners of your room. So left hand reaches out. Pick up the hips, set them a little over to the left. Drop the knees to the right. Bring them to sort of a 90-degree angle. And the reason we have the left hand reaching up at a slight angle or diagonal is because that hopefully is getting a really nice opening into the front of the deltoid or just the left shoulder. We'll take a few breaths here. All right, let's shift to the other side. So shift your hips over to the right now. Reach your right arm out into that diagonal. Drop the knees to a 90-degree. Over to the left. You want your right shoulder to stay on the ground. Okay, come back to your middle. And we're just gonna rock ourselves up. So I like to grab behind my knee pits, but if this isn't gonna feel good on your spine to do rock and roll, you can roll off to one side and just meet us in a tabletop. Or you can roll up and down. When you get up, maybe challenge yourself. Try not to tap the toes to the ground and keep the heart open. You can even turn this into a boat. Last one. And then crossing the legs. And let's roll up into a tabletop. We're going to start with just some cat-cows. I start a lot of my classes this way, but I want you to bring your attention specifically to your heart space. So we're inhaling, reaching the crown of the head forward, pressing through the hands to open the heart and arch the back. Drop the belly, but still keep those abdominals engaged. And then reverse it. Arch the back, look between the legs, exhale. Almost like there's a string pulling you from your heart center, your sternum, on either end. Good. And before we move into our flow, I want you to just sit back onto your heels. We're going to take a few neck stretches here. So I want you to reach your right arm overhead, place it over the left ear, take your left hand and just rest it on your sacrum, back of the hand to the sacrum. And then we'll lean the right ear towards the right shoulder. And you can play around with looking down and looking up. See how that changes the stretch for you. And switch it out. And let's release it. Maybe take a couple shoulder rolls. Good. Shift it back to your front. And tuck your toes. Press it back. You're in your first downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And I encourage you to keep bent knees so that you can maintain a really straight spine. Like you want to poke your booty to the corner of the room behind you or up towards the ceiling. Three more breaths. Bring your attention to your heart. Feel it sinking closer towards the ground or back towards the legs. Good, and let's bend in the knees. Walk the feet forward. Forward fold. Allow the head to really drop. Feel yourself in a contraction in the heart space. So shoulders are really drooping, maybe like a monkey, like you want to crawl on your hands. And let's bring it all the way up to standing position. Arms come overhead. Stretch back into a slight back bend if you like. Right arm comes to the right leg. Reach the left arm towards the right. Side body stretch, and let's switch to the other side. Good. This time, bring the hands to interlace behind the back and come back to a forward fold. Lean it forward. Bending the knees is great if you like to. Release your arms. We're doing a sort of modified sun A, so plant the hands down, jump, or step to the back of your mat. Lower down for a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Continue pedaling or find stillness, whatever feels right for you. Good. Walk up to the top of your mat. We're going to do that a couple more times. Roll yourself up, concaving the heart space. Arms overhead, back bend. Back up. Stretch to the right. Stretch to the left. Interlace the hands behind the back. Opposite thumb on top. Come forward. Fold. Release the arms. Step or hop it back. Lower. Up dog. Down dog. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times, a little bit faster. Forward fold, roll up. Arms overhead, back bend. Stretch to the right, to the left. Interlace and fold. Hands down, hop it back. Lower down, up dog, down dog. Last one, top of the mat, fold, roll up, arms, back bend, right stretch, left stretch, Interlace, fold. Arms down. Hop back, chaturanga. Up dog, downward dog. 5 breaths. Come to the top of the mat. Roll up. Arms overhead, back bend. Stretch it to the right. Stretch it to the left. Center. Bring the hands to your heart center. Let's take 3 breaths. Cooling the nervous system. Good. Lift up the right toes. Step the right toes back. Drop your right knee to the ground. Interlace your hands behind your back. Come forward. You can place your shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Press palms together. If this is inaccessible to you, you can also grab onto elbows, or even just place the hands at the hips and press the elbows together. Bring it back up. Place your right hand down to the earth. Twist your left arm up to the sky. Lengthen the neck. And then bring your right foot out to the side a little bit like it's a kickstand. Step your left foot behind you. So you're in like a modified side plank. And then lift up your left leg. Bend into the left leg. Grab onto the outside of the ankle with the left hand and kick into the hand. Really tuck your pelvis forward. Hopefully you should feel a nice stretch in the front of the left chest and also the left hip flexor or quad. Let's release and then shift it forward. Keep that left leg elevated. You're in a 3-legged tabletop. This time, bend again into that left leg. Reach back with the right hand, kick into the foot. And bring the knee to nose into a crunch. Set the right hand down. Extend back. 2 more like this. Crunch in. Inhale, reach back, extend the spine. Crunch. Extend. Good. Come back to your tabletop. Bring it into a plank, lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk to the top of the mat. We'll do it all on the other side. Roll up. Back bend. Stretch to the right. Stretch to the left. Hands to heart center. Step the left foot back. Left knee to ground. Interlace hands behind. Bring the right shoulder forward. If your head is drooping, try to bring it in line with the rest of your spine. And drop the left hand down. Reach the right hand up for a twist. Create a kickstand with your left leg. Step the right foot back. Lift up the right foot. Grab onto the right foot with the right hand. Kick. Release. Swivel yourself to a three-legged tabletop. And then reach back with the left hand, grab onto the right foot and kick again. Release. Do a crunch. Extend the right leg behind, extend the spine. And crunch again. Last two, extend, crunch. Extend, and crunch. Back to tabletop. Back to plank, optional chaturanga. Downward dog. Pedal it out for 5 breaths. And walk it forward, top of the mat. Roll yourself up. Back bend. Stretch to the right. Stretch to the left. Hands to heart center. Pick up right toes, step them back. This time, we're going to keep the right knee off the ground. I want you to open your arms up behind you. Hopefully you have a little bit of space here. Look up. Right leg is straight. And then I want you to bend into the right knee. Contract your chest like you're going to give yourself a hug. Look inward. And then open it up. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Good, and shift this into a crescent with the arms overhead. And swing the arms back, interlace fingers, dive it down into a humble warrior. If you need to drop your right knee down at this point, feel free. Swing your butt back to the center so it's not poking out to the left. Release the hands, set the right hand down. Left arm reaches up for a twist. And then set the right knee down if you haven't already. Kick it out to kickstand. Left leg reaches out, bend. Hold on to that ankle with the left hand. Same like before. Release. Shift it to face the front in your three-legged tabletop. Do one crunch here. Extend. And set it down. Come to plank. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale. One breath. Walk yourself forward. Roll it up. Back bend. Stretch to the right. Stretch to the left. Heart center with the hands. Pick up left toes, step it back. Open the arms behind you. And then contract. Bend in the left leg. Straighten left leg. Open arms, look up. Repeat. Good. Arms come up for your regular crescent lunge. Arms come behind, interlace opposite thumb. If you need to walk out your right foot for a bit of a wider stance, you can do that for more balance. Come forward, humble warrior. Set the left hand down. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Set the left knee down, swivel. Right leg extends out and then bend, kick into the hand. Shift it back to three-legged table. One, crunch in. Extend. Table. Plank. Lower. Up. Down dog. Drop the knees. Wide-legged child's pose. Stay here for about 10 breaths. Roll yourself up all the way back to your table. Take a couple cat-cows. Good. So last little thing before we move into our back or supine. I want you to come to sit back onto the knees. Dive your head forward. Set the crown of the head onto the ground and then lift the butt off the feet again. Tuck your toes. You don't have too much weight into your head right now, just a slight pressure. Grab onto the backs of your heels and then press your heart forward. Your back of your heart space towards the front of your space, and hopefully you'll get kind of an opposition stretch to what we've been doing. And let's release it down. Untuck toes. Roll yourself up. Shoulders roll up and back. And then forward. Shift side to side. And please just scoot onto your booty. Swing the legs in front of you. Bend into the knees, and your feet are probably about a foot apart, measuring wise, not 1 foot. And then just roll your body forward and grab onto your ankles, your shins, your feet, but really allow your head to drop, stretching the back body. You can slowly walk your feet closer to straight. Maybe rock side to side. It stretches all the way down the back. At least that's what I feel, but maybe whatever you feel in your body is different. And let go of the hands. Roll all the way up to seat. We're going to prepare to go down to the ground. So just plant those little toesies onto the earth, reach the hands forward, and slowly come down, being mindful of our transitions here. So you're in your supine position. Please place your feet underneath your knees. And then press into the hands, press into the feet, lift the hips up, bridge pose. Option to interlace hands underneath the butt, press the palms together, press the hands into the mat. Push your sternum up. This feels so good. Lower it down. Maybe you sit onto your hands and just massage them a little bit. And then let go of the hands, release it down. An option here to go into full wheel pose or to take another bridge. If you want to go into bridge, you can go for it. If you'd like to go into wheel, please place your hands so fingertips point towards the shoulders and elbows point towards the sky. Plant your feet really firmly into the earth. Lift up your hips like you're going into a bridge. Lift up your head so crown of the head touches the mat, but not too much weight there. And then you can stay here or press into the hands. And let's lower down. Bring the knees into the chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Maybe you hook your elbows around, massage the low back by rocking side to side. Take a deep breath. Good. We're going to do our shoulder stand and plow before we finalize class. So maybe you need to scoot down a little bit to allow for room behind you. And then shoulder stand options are reach the feet up to the sky. That's it. Or you can bend in the knees and pike the hips up. Point the toes towards the sky. So hands are holding at the tops of the hip bones or the low back. Create a long neck. We'll stay here for about 15 breaths. Just imagine all your blood pouring and pooling at the heart, nourishing it. And then we'll fold into the legs. You can keep them straight or bent. You can interlace and place your hands onto the earth. So if you bend the knees, maybe they're by your ears. Or if you straighten them, maybe they're over your head. And let's everyone bend your knees if you haven't already. And slowly catch your bum, roll yourself down. Set down the feet. Walk the feet out wide, knock the knees together, and then from side to side for windshield wipers. Kind of releasing the low back. That's good. I know I can't see you, but I'm sure you are doing amazing. Even if you laid in Shavasana this entire time and just listened, you got to your mat today. All right, let's shift into our final Shavasana, my friends. So just extend those legs out ahead of you. Drop your hands at your sides. Tuck each shoulder underneath itself. Really create a long spine. And relax here and breathe. Allow your experience on the mat today to integrate into your body. Okay, friends, I'd like you to wiggle into your toes and fingers. Bring your hands overhead. Tense up all your muscles. Stretch, stretch. And then release. Let's roll to one side with bent knees into a fetal position. Rest onto your left arm. And press into your right hand. Come to sit up and find just a quick cross-legged seat. Sit up tall. Right hand over heart, left hand over right. Take 3 breaths into your heart space. Good. Please take a moment to send yourself some gratitude for getting this far in the video. You did amazing, I'm sure of it. And maybe just take this class as a reminder to speak a little kinder to yourself, knowing that it will ripple out, not only affecting you, but affecting others and working into the collective. Please bring your hands up to your third eye and take a bow forward. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, share with your friends, and if you would like full-length practices, you can find me on my website at laurenroseyoga.com, R-O-Z-E. I also do one-on-ones and coaching, working through the chakras for mental health and personal development. My goal is always to help the individual to heal so that we can move into more collective healing and work into creating inclusive spaces for everybody. So I am so happy to have you here, and I'll see you next time.